Oops. All right, so we are live. Let's get ready as we dive into episode 9, right, of the Real Housewives of Lagos. Look, if you watch this episode line, then I said line. If you watch this episode 9, then I think by now you should be understanding the storyline and what is going on. Look, every time on reality TV shows like this, there is something that the producers, the owner of the show, they always love to do. They love to just put the ladies of the program against each other. And that is what I see going on here. The producers and the owner of this show, they purposely picked Choma, like they just single-handedly picked Choma out. And some people are like, I don't understand what's going on. Let me tell you what is going on if you do not understand, okay? They single-handedly picked Choma out and set her up for this lateness and all this whole thing to piss off the other ladies. One, Choma is someone that speaks with certain accents. And if you speak with certain accents in the industry, worldwide, be it Hollywood, Nollywood, Bollywood, any entertainment industry, any part of the world, and you speak with certain accents, they always put you in front of everything. That's one. They also picked Caroline, if you're watching very well, they also picked Caroline for a reason. Caroline is this person that loves big things and will always say big things. And Caroline is super light skinned. And yes, I said what I said. So if you look at this whole thing, you just know why they put these two in front and pushing them because they know that it is going to be something. And putting Laura on this show was not by mistake when they were casting. It was not by mistake that they picked Laura. Okay, look before we look. We're starting it hot, hot, hot. Like we're going to be quick with today's review. So a lot of you will be able to sit down and just watch from the beginning till the end. Okay, I will try to make it shorter than 1 hour. That being said, so we're going to be reviewing episode 9. Okay, so let's quickly get ready. I have it on my phone, so I want to make sure that the notes are out. Okay, so episode 9 starts with Choma meeting up with Tiana and Miriam. Okay, Tiana, which is Tony. Okay, so Choma was the first to arrive. Anyways, welcome to my channel. I just started talking. I didn't even introduce myself. I'm so sorry because I know some of you are not subscribed to the channel. Welcome to my channel. I am Octavia Cora, and on this platform, we cover trending gist, celebrity news, hot topics. We review movies, reality TV shows. We just talk about every fun stuff. So if you enjoy content like that, don't forget to subscribe. Before I say something else, you'll be hearing noise. Okay, I'm inside my house and my little one is here, my family, everybody's here. So you'll be hearing noises and all of that. Pardon me, mom's life. But we gotta do what we gotta do, right? Okay, so that being said, episode 9 started with Choma meeting up with Tiana and Miriam. Now, these three, they've not hung out together like before. Even Choma stated it that's her first time of hanging out with her. So she was like, okay, let's see how it's going to go. It's my first time hanging out with Tiana and Miriam alone. Okay, so after that, Choma, my little one. Okay, give me a second. I will be sorry, I had to attend to my little. Now she wants to pass. She's gonna knock down my listen. Okay, so I'm so sorry. Like I said earlier, you people will be hearing the voice of my daughter. She's here with me. Okay, so like I said, Choma was like, this is the first time that she's hanging out with the lady, these two ladies all alone, and they were going for paint and sip. Okay, they were going to do a bit of painting and just chit chat and sip along some good drinks while they do that. Okay, so Choma was the first to arrive, and that was like, what? Choma that is always late. Choma is always many hours late to everything, but Choma was the first to arrive. And even she was giving herself a pat on the back. And they showed Miriam in the confession. And Miriam was like, what? Chama arrived first. We have to give you a trophy. Everyone was just, even Tiana was like, what? You arrived first before everyone else. You that you're always late at everything. So it was just amazing. And she was like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me a pat on the back. Like, yeah, I'm early. I'm the first here. I'm waiting. The second person to arrive was Tiana. So when Tiana arrived, then Miriam arrived, and then the guy that was going to be teaching them the whole painting or telling them what they're going to do came, introduced himself, and told them what they're going to do. You're going to paint. I'll be painting, and you'll be following along. And when they started painting, Choma decided to ask the ladies what were their thoughts about the event that Iyabo called for, where the whole fight between Laura and the whole Laura pimping thing happened, that Caroline and Laura fought so bad and all of that. And Choma was like, Laura might feel like it was a gang up, and all of that. And then Tiana was not even holding it back. Okay, Tiana did not hold it back. Tiana was quick to say that you were just sitting there pretty, like you were just sitting like a plastic. You didn't do anything. You didn't support your friend. You didn't defend your friend. You didn't even try. You didn't make any effort. And to me, I feel like that was cool that someone mentioned it to her, because it was surprising. Both of them are so close. That's Caroline and Choma. So I think everyone was hoping that at least she would support or say one or two things. We're not saying fight. No, nobody's talking about if it's getting, but at least support your friend. But she just sat there, even when they were throwing water, pouring water, and trying to fight. And the other lady stood up to hold. Choma sat down there pretty. And if you remember, when I was reviewing episode 8, where the fight happened, I said it that Choma was just still like the Queen of England. She didn't want to move. She didn't want to do a thing. And she said it herself. She said she was just sitting pretty like the Queen of England. She didn't want to move. She didn't want to stain her white. She wore a white to that event, white and black, I think. She said she didn't want to stain her white and all of that. She just that it was Caroline and Laura's fight, that she was not going to get involved. After that being said, Tiana now said to her that I feel like you're always trying to come to every event late on purpose because you want to show off. You want to make a statement. You want to create a scene. You want to make it like, you want to always come in, everybody notice me and all of that. I'm the queen of fashion. I'm the fashion goddess and all of that. Nobody can take my shine. And I felt like I didn't understand where that was coming from. Yes, Choma comes in late. Choma dresses to kill. Choma dresses overdresses sometimes, even for small events. She will wear the best thing in her closet. You get, but Tiana sounded a bit threatened. Okay, I don't even think it's being jealous. I think Tiana sounded threatened because Tiana gave herself this title of queen of no, she said she's king of queens. She's the fashion goddess. Okay, so I think she feels threatened with Choma always serving it at every event they go to. Choma is always dressed to kill. Choma is always dressed over the top and all of that. So I feel like Tiana feels threatened. Like, is she coming for my title? I'm not going to let my title go. So I feel like that was it. And Tiana, it really came out. Although Tiana was something kind of polite, kind of just airing her mind. But if you really listen very well to what she was saying, that's how it came out. Even Choma felt the same way, because when they showed her in her confession, she was like, I don't get it. My light will always shine. It will always shine bright. So if you're feeling some type of way, you go get glasses and that's it. And even if I'm put under a rock, I will still shine bright. And she made a statement that it's not her fault that even when they want to take a photo or do anything or whatever, the producers and people of the show love to put her in the middle. All of that she will always shine, you understand, and all of that. So that was that. They were going back and forth, and Miriam was like, chill, girls, chill. And then Tiana turned to Miriam and said, girl, you didn't tell me that. So I'm trying to close this door. Okay, said, girl, you didn't tell me that you were inviting these girls to come for the show and all of that. And Miriam was like, I don't owe you an explanation. Like, I didn't need to tell you. And Tiana just told her pump and plain, then that means you are not my friend. Yes, I said. and she said, you are not my friend. And I felt like, Tiana. Tiana's like, yeah, I showed her a confession. She was like, the way things are, it seemed like I have to be looking out for myself and myself alone. I'm not going to be looking out for anyone else, and so on and so forth. And that scene faded away to okay, let me see. Okay. Mm. And then Tiana really took jab at everyone. Okay, Tiana took jab. She took jab at Choma. She threw shot at Miriam. Even Laura, that was her friend, but we can understand now because according to her, they don't speak anymore. They're just not in a good place after what happened at that meeting that the Yabo called that turned into something else. Okay. Mm. Okay, so the next scene, when that scene faded, the next scene was Iyabo Ojo's daughter's 21st birthday. I'm sorry, I apologize. My little one is here. She's just talking and making a whole lot of noise. So I'm sorry if you're watching the replay. Mom's life. What can we do? Please say to Thomas. All right, so it was the next thing was Iyabo Joe's daughter's 21st birthday. Okay, so they were all preparing. She invited all the girls to come along. All of them, they came one after the other, arriving. She welcomed them. They sat down, just having fun and all of that. Yabocho was really excited, talking about how she's really proud of her daughter. Her daughter is now 21 years old. She's a graduate. She's an influencer. She's this, she's that. She's a super mom. She's really proud of her child, and she was really excited. She invited a whole lot of people there, and the ladies arrived one after the other, all looking good. Shoma is late as usual. I guess at this point, I don't even need to tell you that Choma was still late. Choma came the last, but anyway, before we got that, when Laura arrived, Laura was feeling kind of uncomfortable because Caroline was there also. Laura greeted everybody, but both of them, they didn't speak. Caroline didn't say hi to her. She didn't say hi or anything to Caroline. They were just ignoring each other. Laura sat down a little bit on the table. She stood up. She left to go and greet someone else. That person looked like Soso. That's Soso Beriko. He's like into the movie, into music thing in Nigeria. Okay, so he's also a celebrity that was invited. Other celebrities. She went there, hugged and greeted him, and all of that. And then she came back to the table, sat down a little bit with the lady. She had something she was eating. She stood up again and left. I felt like, Laura, girl, get a hold of yourself. Don't be acting that way. Just because you're fighting with someone doesn't mean you have to start. You cannot sit on the same table. You decided not to say hello to each other. That's good enough because you've not sorted out your issues. Everyone can understand that, but don't be that person that will always be feeling somehow. Caroline sat there. She didn't speak to you. She not but she just enjoying herself, eating, talking, and all of that. And they showed Miriam in her confession, and Miriam was like, "Oh my goodness, why am I sitting in between these two ladies?" Thank you. Said, "Why am I sitting in between these two ladies that are fighting?" And at last, she was sitting in between Caroline and Laura, and they're not speaking to each other. After a while, she just stood up, that's Laura, and told everyone that she was leaving. That I think she said that whether her husband was waiting for her downstairs or something. Yes, her husband was waiting for her downstairs and that she was leaving. So that's how she left early, even before the party started. You get. So after she left, then Choma walked in looking all fly and everything, all nice, dressed in all gold, I think, looking so flashy. Trust Choma now. Choma will always overdress to every event you get. So when she left, the now showed the now showed Laura in her confessional, and Laura said, she kept her hand like this. You like I lied. My husband was not waiting for me downstairs. I just wanted to go home. I didn't want to be here. And I feel like that's so wrong of Laura. That's so tacky of you, Laura, because Iyabo Ojo came for your event. Iyabo Ojo stayed. She didn't only come for, she came with this the same daughter that is celebrating her birthday. They both walked the runway for you. I think that even the ones that closed the runway or opened. I think the daughter opened it and they both closed it with you. So I feel like you really, really owe your friend that, which is Iyabo Ojo. You people are not friends, but because of the show, we will just call you, all of you ladies, friends. You get. So I feel like you really, really owed her that. God, enough though. So I feel I'm talking to my little one. She's just passing, and I have to adjust my setup. Anyways, so I feel like Laura really owed Iyabo to just stay there, celebrate with the daughter, and all of that. Someone that came for your fashion show walked the runway. All the other ladies ignored you. They didn't walk the runway, even though you asked them. Or each and every one of them had one silly excuse or the other. But Iyabo came and delivered. Okay, and I think Iyabo is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, among all of you there. African and respecting. Anyway, so I feel like it was really wrong and kind of rude for Laura to just come early and also leave early. At the end of the day, using your husband as an excuse is not necessary because you even revealed it yourself that your husband was not waiting for you. And I know that your husband knew where you were going, knows that a party like that, a Lagos party and a celebrity party, you get someone like Iyabo Ojo, and the daughter is also an influencer. So it's going to be a big party that is going to go way into the night. So your husband understands that. And I believe you would have already made plans at home before you left. So using him as an excuse was really wrong of you. You just, that wasn't it. Okay. So I do understand the fight that is going on right now on Twitter. And Iyabo Ojo is pissed off. She's tweeting away, although Laura is saying she'll never say anything negative about any of the ladies outside the show and all of that. That the show is supposed to bring women together. Well, I disagree with you, Laura. These reality TV shows are never to bring women together. It is always to tear them apart and bring in the saga because that's what the fans and people that are subscribed to these big platforms, they want. If there's no drama, they are not watching. Okay. If it's a movie, okay, they know that this is a movie that is not, there's no so much action or whatever. They know that. But if it's a reality TV show, there's no drama, people ain't watching, people ain't subscribing, the rating and everything will go down, and that will be it for that show. So Laura, don't make the mistake thinking that this reality show, this Real Housewife of Lagos, is anything to bring ladies together. The same with Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, all the Real Housewives shows, Real Housewives of Dubai and everything is a hot mess. It's nothing to bring ladies together. Laura, I hope you can. I hope you get that. Okay. Okay, so multitasking, reviewing, and I have to attend to my little one that is right here with me. Okay, so I felt like that was not really right. Okay, so the after Laura left, that was when the party was even starting, and the next thing after that, then it faded. The next thing was Tony stepping to her, going to her stepdad's office. Okay, I think her stepdad is Sashino Peters, I think. Yeah, and he's a famous Afro Juju person. If you know anything about Afro Juju music and all of that, he's famous. Like the man is when you talk about Afro Juju, they're like, yes, if you've not mentioned his name, then who else are you going to mention before him? You get. So she said that's her stepdad. I didn't even know that she had any connection with that man. He's a very popular music person in Nigeria. We're talking about many, many years, not modern, like so many years ago. Okay, so she went to the studio. I think she went with her son, and they were climbing upstairs. There were photos of other celebrities, people like Fela and some other people on the wall. And Tiana was asking her little son, and he was mentioning the name of the people and all of that. King Sonia Day and the rest of them. I think, yeah, there were photos on the wall. And then they went into this, and Tiana, they showed Tiana in her confession, and Tiana was like, she's trying to work on something big. Her husband wants to do a music, but she wants it to be big. So she wants to ask her stepfather, which is Sashino Peter, the big man in the industry that everybody respects and all of that. So she wants to ask him to work with her husband, okay, so they can make a good music that's going to go viral. People are going to react to it. This now what everybody targets is releasing a music and TikTokers will dance to it or all of that. So I think that's Tiana's goal. Tiana's husband is always covering his face, and I know some people were complaining that you don't want to show your face. When they got married, if you want to see his face, during their wedding, he was not with mask. So if you want to see his face, go check out. Everybody comes with different style. The industry is full of people, so you have to serve something different if you want to stand out. So I think that's his own signature, and I don't think people should make a big deal about it. Some people feel like, why are you going to be here if you're not going to show your face? It's not a big deal. You get. Okay, that's how he rolls. Okay, so when you talk about the mask guy, you know that it's Tiana's husband. That's what, because he's not the only photographer or videographer. Thank you. He's not the only photographer or videographer in Lagos. Okay, there are lots and lots of them, and a lot of them they've been there way before him, that they're doing so, that they are doing a lot of them have been before him and all of that. So you have to find out what you want to do. So anyway, when they got in there, she hugged her stepdad. They greeted, they talked, and it was like, okay, they sat down there trying to cook up some beats and trying to put up some lines together, up until they quickly came up with something, and he jumped into the booth to go voice some stuff, and they were just having fun there. And I felt like that was really cool. Tiana was like, let's hear you. And he went in and they were just doing it. And the man was also vibing along with them. After that, the next scene was Caroline. They showed Caroline going to a place where they sell all these home appliances, and stuff like tiles and so on and so forth. She's trying to revamp a house of a millionaire. Let's put it that way, or a billionaire, okay? That's her job. She's a billionaire lady, so we have to tag her with millions and billions when you're talking about Caroline. So Caroline was revamping someone's home, so she wanted to go check out house and other stuff that she would need for the revamping that she's doing. Okay, so she got into there, they welcomed her, and she was telling them the size of the house, 4 by this, 10 by that, and wanting, and all of that. And we were showing her the sizes of different tables and other things, styles, and all of things that they have. And then who walked in? Choma walked in. Who walked in? Choma walked in. When Choma walked in, it was like, okay, Choma came in wearing a crop top, a kind of V-neck, a leather jacket, a black pants, I think, yeah, like high waisted, and a full knee length boot, really, for just to go to revamp. Even Caroline could not even hold it anymore. Caroline even said it, that Choma, I'm just going to look for some stuff. I'm not going for like a fashion show or anything. Like, you came here, but it was just a joke. They laughed about it, and she was like, I've never seen Caroline. I showed her in her conversation. Like, I've never seen Caroline in her business. She's been in my business place so many times, several times, but I've never been to her business place. So when she said she was going to check out some stuff to revamp someone's apartment, someone's home, not apartment, I decided to come to see what she does, because me too, I would love to build some stuff. I have so many lands and I want to build on them and all of that. So they were just there talking about it, and then the whole lantish was like, okay, Choma said, I'm a lawyer, so I will be the one to write out the what. I don't know. I like agreements. They call this a GPO, GOD, G something something. I don't know. Okay, so like I'll be the one to draft that out, and partnering and all of that. And Caroline was like, of course, it's going to be $1 billion investment and all of that. We're going to work together, and I hope we're going to make a whole lot of money. Not the one that will invest billions and we only get 1.5 million from it. Omalicha Treasure, thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. How are you doing today? You're welcome, Omalicha Treasure. So they were there chatting, and then Choma had to speak to Caroline concerning what happened there and all of that. And Caroline was like, I came prepared. And Choma was like, were you expecting Laura to act the way she actually said, of course, I know Laura. So I was really expecting that. And she was like, she wasn't really expecting that. And she said, I came prepared and all of that. Didn't you see my hands? She was wearing this kind of spiky bangle on her arms, and she was like, I came prepared. My bangle was also a weapon. I was like, oh my goodness. She was wearing a very long, like 6 inches heel. Everyone was thinking that would be her weapon, but we didn't even notice that her arm was the main weapon was on her arm, like, so when she said that, Chuma was like, ooh, you're a bad girl, and we were just talking and laughing. Thank you very much, Omalicha. And then Choma had to point out to Caroline, because Caroline, when Caroline was going back and forth with Choma, sorry, with Laura, she had said something, and she had said something, and I'm trying to keep the notes open. She had said something to her that made that Choma didn't like. Okay, she said something to Laura that's why Choma told me that you told her that you would rather have a fight with me and her other than the other ladies, okay, because you want to gain followers. And she was asking Choma right there in presence of everybody and Laura, right, that's what she said, right? Choma didn't want to say anything, so Choma really didn't like that. You're really following this gist. I'm telling you, like, the gist is hot, and all the episode, I'm not going to miss anyone. I'm going to review all of them. These ladies and everything, the whole thing is a hot mess, and it is fun. We're enjoying it. Yeah. So the whole thing is a hot mess, and we're enjoying it. Omaricha treasure, like, it's fun. Okay, so Choma pointed out that she didn't like that when she tells someone something, she's not expecting the person to talk about it or go yapping about it and asking in front of everyone. That's something that Laura said to her in private. That even though that she doesn't care so much about Laura, that she's not the type that will go reveal a secret or a discussion that you both of you discussed in private to other people. And she said to Caroline that even me and you, as we are friends, even though we ever fall out or whatever, trust that your secrets are safe with me. That made me to think like, what's going on? Are you planning to fall out with her? This one that you're making statements like this. But anyway, I guess she was just telling her that she didn't like them. Caroline apologized, said she was sorry, so on and so forth. And Choma also pointed out that Laura, that she didn't want to give, she said that she didn't want to give, okay, let me read this quickly. She said, I actually thought about you today. I have missed you. I wanted to write you on IG and I got carried away. I've been on Facebook, treasure. I've been on Facebook. I just created my new Facebook for Trending Gist with Octavia Cora. So I said, let me post a little bit on there and one or two things. I wanted to review this yesterday, but there was no time for me to review it or put out any story. I think I only put out one story. I don't know, yesterday did I, or one, I guess. But yeah, I've been on Facebook. So if you're looking for me, check me out. You find me on Trending Gist with Octavia Cora on Facebook. That's the Facebook page. And the main Facebook is Trending Gist Octavia Cora. Okay? All right. So that's where I was. All right. So Choma now said that all this that Laura is doing, she doesn't want to pay attention to Laura, but if she is classy and she knows that Caroline is classy and Caroline's switch is not as bad as Choma, that she's classy, but if she will switch, it's going to be something else for Laura. So Choma, we're waiting to see that switch. Please switch, because Laura, her own too is not good. You saw her flying, wig flying. So we want to see your own wig flying too. Put the classy aside and face her squarely, okay? Since that's what you want to do. Okay, so that's great. What's your Facebook name? Okay, it's the same as my Instagram, but the page is the same, exactly the same. Trending Gist with Octavia Cora, but the main Facebook is Trending Gist Octavia Cora. The width is not there. So it's easy, you find it, and when you see my profile, you recognize it, because I try to keep the profile similar to what I have here on YouTube, so people can easily recognize and follow. So when you see my profile photo, you will be able to recognize it, because maybe they might show you a whole lot of Trending Gist, but you recognize mine from my profile photo. Yeah, because I have them the same across Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Yeah. All right. So after Choma said said that, let me see what's next. What's next? What's next? What's next? Okay. Okay. They talked about Laura. Yes. Okay. I wanted that. Yes. Bangle as a weapon. Yes. Choma told Laura that she didn't like what Choma told Caroline she didn't like what she did. Choma said, yes, Laura better not come for her because she her own switch. We're waiting. Okay, so up next was Tony hosting the cultural day. Tony is the master. Hello, Njume Priska. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome. How are you doing? Small Madam is here. I'm surprised you didn't hear her voice yet. She's been here screaming, jumping up and down. I'm trying to, that is because of her. I didn't review yesterday. I was all ready to review, but no time. She was just jumping and screaming and wanting to play all of that. That's okay. Let me leave it. I'll review when she go to bed, and it didn't happen. So I had to move it till now. And I was like, if I don't review today, then it's going to be till Sunday, and I'll keep pushing it. And I have other content. I'm focusing on Facebook too. I'm trying to work on Facebook to grow that Facebook page too. So yeah, I want to review and be able to put content there also. Well, greetings to all. Thumbs up done. Thank you very much for the thumbs up, Priska Njume. Thank you very much. All right, so the up next, okay, those of you watching the replay, yeah, that's how we roll. Okay, when we're reviewing, people come in, we have to welcome and talk a little bit. So that's it. All right. So up next is Tui hosting the cultural day. Okay, this African thing, all cultural, everything going on. It was all cool. The place was nice. She had dancers with the Yoruba music and talking drum to dun 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 dun, and the Yoruba music, even all of that. So it was really fun. The code of the listen, the code of the day was to dress all traditional African attire. It doesn't matter what type, just African attire. Come with your traditional African attire, okay, Ankara, and the rest of them that we wear. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Riska said, please be patient. She wants to attend to the baby. Yes. It's not easy. Trying to do this, it's not easy. Mostly when you have little ones, if they are certain age, they can understand to be quiet and allow you to quickly do your thing. But I apologize. We will get there. We will get there. We will get there a step at a time. Okay, so it was all cultural day, beautiful, dressed with your African attire for the event. That was it. And she was there with her best friend Derele. Now Derele is a cross dresser. He's always serving it like, so he's always invite a lot of events, they always invite Derele. He's also a presenter, an awesome presenter. Okay. Kimate, pigine, kimate. Sorry, trying to usher her to go meet her dad. All right, so let's continue. So it is all cultural. Okay, we're talking about Derele is a presenter. He's a cross dresser. He's always loud with everything, and he's best friend with Tiana. So Tiana invited him. He was one to anchor the occasion. The ladies started arriving one after the other. Laura came with her friend. Laura was looking all good, dressed, all everything. But Laura did something very bad. That if you are my friend and you do something like that, we are going to get it hot after that event. As we get home, the fallout between me and you is going to be massive. The dress code was dressed in traditional, right? African attire. Laura did not tell her friend. Her friend wore a mini leather black skirt and, just all leathery and looking as if she was going to party, in the nightclub or something. Like very modern outfits. There was no touch of African thing there. And I, hello, Peppy, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. How small Madame will show herself. Greetings from Unique Lady. Oh, ha, Peppy, how many channel you get? Oh, Malicha treasure. All right. Is it not Malicha? Wait. Yes, Unique Lady P. Tell me in the comment section how many channel you don't get now. I don't know this one. Oh. I don't know this one. I just know Malicha treasure and the, your main one. What could and it's content creating? People are vexing. How could they push out the channel? People are having 20, 23, I mean 25 channels. We move. All the platform we will dominate. Okay, I digressed a little bit. Let's continue. Okay, so Laura did not tell her friend what the dress code was. And when they showed her in her confessional, she was laughing at the event. I came with my friend, but it was my fault. I didn't tell her the dress code. So she just wore a normal clothing. And she was the only one looking odd in the whole occasion. You know, everybody came in looking all nice, dancing, vibing to the tradition. She was just there. But then Tiana, which is Tony, was trying to hint that it seemed like Laura's friend wanted to ask her something. She was like, who's this one, please? That was funny. She was like, who's this one? Did Laura send you, please? I don't have any business with you. I don't know you. And she calls her Laura's follower. She doesn't call her Laura. She doesn't refer to the lady as Laura's friend. She calls her Laura's followers. I felt like that was funny. Okay, and I think that was a kind of shade. Tiana was throwing shade right and left on this episode 9. Okay, so Carol came late as usual. She and Laura still didn't speak. Remember, they didn't speak in Iyabo Joe's event. Laura left early. Now Tiana's African Cultural Day, they both didn't greet. They greeted everybody. Laura sat in a different table. Choma was like, yay, bubbly when she saw Caroline, and they both sat in the same table. And then this person addressed them. What's her name? Tiana, the host, addressed the ladies, and then talked about how, you know, like what's going to happen and so on. They were partying, and she decided to reveal to them that her Tiana fortified, which is her 40th birthday, that she wanted to celebrate it with just her family and pray. I think Tiana is a Muslim, yes, or her parents are, because she went to the mosque in, I think, episode 7 or 6. Episode 7, I think, she went to the mosque. So yeah, so she said she wanted to stay home with her family and pray and do so, you know, so on and so forth. But you get, but she changed her mind that she was going to do that. It's not as if she changed her mind, she's going to do that, but she also wants to take her friends out and celebrate with her friends also. So she has done the part of praying, because they showed her going to the mosque and all of that and giving out things to the needy and all of that. And she said, we are going somewhere, but in order to reveal to you people where we're going, we have to play a game, and the winner will know, and all of that. So yeah, she started asking them different questions, and then she asked Laura a question about Igbo Amaka, the meaning of Igbo Amaka. Laura said it. She said something different. So if you are Igbo here, you're watching the replay, or here, let us know the full meaning of Igbo Amaka, because I don't think an Igbo person will get that wrong. If it was Choma, I will believe that Choma will be able to get it wrong. I don't know, because Choma like to do all this shibri, 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 you know, speaking phonetics all the time. So maybe she has forgotten her Igbo language. But someone like Laura, that is very, you know, I don't think Laura missed it. I think what Laura said was correct, but I guess Tiana Googled it and it was a wrong answer that she got. But anyway, she was like, Laura, that's not what it means, and all of that. So if you're Igbo, let us know what Igbo Amaka means, okay? I have an idea, but I don't know if it's correct, so I won't bother saying it. Okay, so but like it's something that they say a lot, even in their music. So for me, it seemed to me like they mean that Igbos are beautiful, or anything that concerns the Igbos is beautiful. So I think that's what Igbo Amaka means, but we will get in the comment section, the Igbos will tell us what it means. So, okay, moving forward, she was asking all the ladies, they were answering different questions and all of that. And then she revealed that they are going to Dubai. Man, that's where they are going to celebrate. Host, try to connect your Facebook page and this, your channel together, so that you can do one stream in both. You cannot, Malcha, you cannot do one stream with this. I would love to. I've connected it already, But when you try, you have to pay. If you want to multi-stream through StreamYard, you have to pay for it. I think they said about $20 for a month. That's expensive. You can connect multiple, more than even two, if you pay for it. But if you're using the free version, you can only stream to one platform at a time. So you have to finish with one and then stream to the other. Or you use two devices, okay, or three devices, and you set them up, one on your Facebook, one on your YouTube, and all of that. But right now I have to, and I don't have trending gist on this one. I have Melfias here. So I'll be able to do it to Melfias on Facebook if I'm doing it, but I won't be able to do it to trending gist because I don't have it connected here on the phone until I get another tablet. So like two tablets or three, I'll be able to do it. So yes. All right. So when she revealed that they were going to listen, the ladies were all excited. But before that, after then, Laura left. Immediately Laura left, that was when the party was starting. Laura and Caroline, they've not sorted out their issues yet. So um sorry, I'm kind of sweating. It's summertime here, so the weather is hot. Okay, so she revealed that they are going to Dubai, and when Laura left, that was when the whole party started. Okay, when they started, okay, after she announced that, let me not miss this part, then they started dancing, music, everybody was dancing. Laura just went to one corner and sat down, not speaking to anyone, not participating in the group dance that the ladies were all dancing and just chatting away, enjoying themselves. Laura sat alone, said, if you people are expecting me to come do this with you people are mad, you're out of your mind. And she just sat by herself, and not too long she picked up and she left the event again. So two people's event that she didn't stay till the end, she didn't want to stay, she left. Immediately she left, that's when the party started. That was when one of the Nigerian top musician was coming in to perform. His name is Nines Kongoso the world. Anywhere day now. Eh? Let me leave the Yoruba part. Okay. Pepe said, Igbo Amaka means Igbo is beautiful. Igbos are beautiful. You see, that's what I thought, because they use it a lot in the music. And if you, even though you don't understand the language and you try to follow the music and the scenarios when they are saying the word Igbo Amaka, you just can tell that it either means Igbos are beautiful, Igbos are proud of Igbos, like they're proud of being their culture, they're everything concerning them. So I don't know why Tiana felt like Laura was wrong. I don't think Laura got. I think that's what Laura said, but she said it had something to do with child something something. I was like, no, 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 I don't think so, because that's not the word that they use for child. If I can remember, my friend, I have a friend from Anambra State. She's always speaking Igbo to me. Like I can hear what she's saying. Like she wanted me to learn the language by first, so she will always speak to me. So I have a kind of clue of some of the Igbo words when they speak. Okay, so all right. So after she left, Gongwa saw Mr. Nice came in and performed. Everybody was diving. Now, Nice is someone they like. I guess Choma is even kind of blushing because she was like, look, he's looking at me, he's singing to me. I was like, relax, so Nice, don't marry. What did happen not too long ago when go cheat on your wife? So Choma, relax. Not be you in the sing too. But anyway, that's a joke. So they were all dancing, enjoying themselves, and they started hailing Tiana. They were like, you are the best host ever. We give you that title. All the ladies were like, I pull cap. Yeah, was like, take it, Joe, take it. I give it to you. You are the best host. Choma said the same thing. All of them agreed that Tiana, when she hosts, it is something else. Laura left Eri, Nice performed. They were all excited. And then they gave her the title of the best host. Okay. All right. Up next is their Dubai trip. They showed them on their way going to Dubai. They were in a Jeep, like very nice cars. It was Miriam and Tiana in one car. They're jiving to Nigerian music and twerking at the backside of the car, like serious twerking, bum bouncing, twerking. And then Caroline and Choma was in another car, and then Laura was alone. I felt sorry for Laura, okay? I felt sorry for Laura, but anyways, it's a show. It's not, you get, it is called a reality TV, but it's not a real life thing. But yeah, Laura was sleeping. She wasn't feeling too good. Now there's something going on that Laura might be pregnant. So we can understand this tantrum and Laura being upset over some things, because as a pregnant woman, sometimes you get emotional, and so many, your body changes and everything changes, and your character and everything changes along with it. Okay, and different pregnancy comes with different mood swings and all of that. Okay, so some person might like, she has two kids already, why she is this the first time she's been pregnant? No, being pregnant is not an easy thing. So we have to give Laura a pass if she's really pregnant. She has not said it, but like that's the hint. Like it seems like Laura is pregnant, so we have to give her a pass for that. Okay, so Pepe is laughing. Yes, now we have to, pregnant people, they behave in a weird way, and you have to pardon them and understand that that's what it is. Okay. Um, so they were dancing, and then they showed these other two. They were just kind of moody. Caroline was complaining that she lost her bracelet, a bracelet that her boyfriend bought for her. That's like the first major gift, according to her, that her boyfriend bought for her, and that it's so, like, she's so upset. And the bracelet cost about $45,000. And then after, she said it was $50,000. So I'm not sure if it was 45 or 50, but if you watch and listen properly, the first amount they said was 45, about 45, and then it went to $50,000. And if you convert that to naira, you know that we're talking about millions. Okay, so you can understand that she's really upset. She's not, so Choma is trying to calm her down. Like Choma is saying she understands and everything. The other two were partying away in their own jeep. Laura was sleeping in her own um listen, and not so excited about the trip, and she was just complaining that she's not so bothered about the money, but the sentimental attachments, the being a gift from her boy, first major gift from her boyfriend, all of that. I think Choma was asking her if she has like an insurance or something on it so they can replace it and all of that. I don't know what her response was, but she just was moody. She said, at this point, I just want to go back to Nigeria, because she doesn't really know where she misplaced it. She was like, at this point, I just want to go back to Nigeria. I'm not feeling anything. Like, I'm so upset. And she was just trying to come out. The other two were partying. They will be showing from car to car and all of that. When they got to where they were going to be holding them before they go to wherever they're lodging and all of that, and Tiana, they got there, they all sat down. But Iyabo, they didn't show Iyabo. So it seemed like they didn't travel with Iyabo. So when they showed all of them in the car, Iyabo was the only person that they didn't show in any of the car. You get, so I guess Iyabo didn't fly with them to Dubai. So when they got to a place where they were sitting, like a rooftop, very beautiful place, I think this person was carrying a Hermes bag in purple in color. Tiana, this other person was carrying, I don't know, is it DNG, Gucci, one of these Fendi or one of these brands. Choma, they placed the bag somewhere, and the camera was filming them and filming their handbags. So I was like, yeah, of course, of course, of course. All right. So that after that, they sat down. She was like, we're going to be, this is our waiting area, and we're going to be here for a while before, I don't know if she said 2 hours or 1 hour or something, before we're going to go to where we're supposed to go to. So after they said that, she was still moody, and she talked about the bracelet, and now all the ladies heard about it, and Tiana started. It is just, they showed her in a confessional. It is just a bracelet. What is she acting as if somebody died or the world came to an end or something? Okay, now it's not going to be Tiana fortified. It's going to be Tiana fortified bracelet. Tiana, she started making like jokes of making light of the whole situation. I felt like that was really insensitive. I feel like that was really insensitive of her to make light of something that someone spent so much money. Sorry. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I feel like Choma, my little one is here. Uh, Tiana didn't need to make so light of the whole thing, because that's an expensive thing. $50,000. It's not change. Okay. So she should feel some type of way. And then they showed Laura in her confession, and Laura was like, Caroline have come again. Caroline can lie, that she cannot believe anything that Caroline is saying, that everything that comes out of Caroline's mouth is a fat lie, and she will never ever take it serious that Caroline can lie. I don't understand why Tiana and Dastoin and Laura felt that way. Okay, I don't know, maybe because they didn't see her wearing the bracelet, or I don't know why they just felt like she should just let it go and just party, enjoy, and have fun with them, and not be so bracelet, and all of that. Then, as they were sitting there, that was when Iyabo came in, and they were all jumping, and like welcoming her. She was like, then they showed her in her confession, and she said she was in Dubai a week before the ladies came. So we can understand why they didn't show her in the car when they were going. So she was already in Dubai before the ladies arrived. So up next was for them to go check out a room. So I don't know if they played the game or they said this is like what we're going to see in season 10. Okay, season 10, episode 10. Sorry, not season 10, episode 10. Well, they rushed to pick a room, and I guess everybody ran faster than Miriam Tima, and Miriam Tima got the baby room, and it was a hot mess. Miriam Tima called Tiana aside. I know your ass to the home, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to be the one to get the baby room, a baby bed, and baby everything. Let's put age in this whole thing. Let's bring in age. I'm one of the oldest person here. What, blah, 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 blah. And Tiana was just looking at her like, what is it again? Like, she wasn't saying anything, but she was just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. So we're going to find out what they're going to do with the room and what's going to happen with that one, okay? Then after that one, they now showed Laura in the room with Tiana. So I guess she went to meet Tiana in Tiana's room, and she was like, babe, I noticed since we arrived, I came here because of you. I know I'm not cool with the ladies and all of that, but I came here because of you. And I noticed that you've been distant and all of that. So I'm not getting it. I am your friend, but you've been so close to the other ladies more than me, that I'm your friend, that I'm not really getting this whole thing, like what is going on. At the time, I just feel like, Laura, are you out of your mind? When she was saying this to Tiana, that's what I was just saying. I was like, Laura, are you out of your mind? You're the same person when you're the same person that when you were in Miriam's event in Miriam's house, when Miriam hosted all of you, you were acting all weird, acting like you were drunk, and Tiana was trying to calm you down, telling you, babe, come on, what's up? What is going on with you? And you told her, relax, Toyi, you're doing too much. And she told you there, like that, live and direct, that she would never care about you again. And I guess she's sticking to that because she didn't like the way you embarrassed her in front of all the girls. And when you people went, like this last episode, we reviewed the episode 8, when the fight started, she kind of kept her cool. She didn't want to get involved, but she still stood up and held Caroline down so Caroline will not hit you. She did that. And then when you told her that you're my friend, you're supposed to be defending me, you're supposed to be on my side. She told you there in front of all the ladies again that you insulted me, embarrassed me in front of the ladies, and you said you apologized. And she was like, you cannot insult me in front of the ladies and apologize in private. Okay, that's not right. And you're like, that's how friends roll. And she was like, no, it's only bullshit friends that roll like that. That's when she was upset and was saying bullshit, fuck shit, fuck shit. And then Choma started laughing, and she attacked Choma like, why is Choma laughing? Like, it's not funny. Okay, so I don't know why you're coming with this whole we're friends and all of that. When you walked out of that place, she followed you. She was the only lady that followed you, although she's acting like two-faced also, but we'll get to that. But she was the only person that followed you, and she said she wanted to make sure that you were okay until you entered the elevator. She kept talking to you. You didn't want to pay attention. You shut the door on her face. You entered the elevator and closed it, and she stood there until the door shut before she walked away, knowing fully well that you're okay. There was a bouncer in the elevator with you. So you acted poorly towards your own friend. That was the only friend you had in the group, so to say, but still you just embarrassed her, and you still wanted her to stand with you. So girl, bye. Although they showed her in a confession, she was like, she has apologized to the ladies. Yeah, they showed the place where Laura was saying to the ladies that the message she messaged, she wasn't seeing it as that big, that this whole thing was not too deep. She's sorry, she didn't want drama. And Choma responded by saying, I know you. That's why I didn't respond or say anything to you and all of that. But she had already fallen out with and this person, Caroline, and all of that. So we don't know if the ladies will forgive. At this point, almost everybody's upset with Laura. Laura said she's not going to fight with anyone, that it's not that deep, she's changed. But she said even after she apologized to them, that the ladies are still acting weird toward her. Well, it will take some time before people will warm up to you. So don't force it. Just let it play out. That's what I would that is what I would say to you, Laura. All right, so trying to get her to go inside and get me water so I can round up. So I feel like what's up? So it seemed like there's a whole fight coming up. Okay, there's going to be confrontation. There's going to be a whole lot in Dubai, I believe, because Miriam is firing up already. Tiana is doing her also. We don't know. And what's her name? Iyabo asked Caroline a very ridiculous question as Caroline is crying over her $50,000 bracelet. Iyabo is asking her which of the boyfriend bought it for you. Is it the old one or the new one? Like, I think that question was so stupid, but it seemed like, thank you. It seemed like Iyabo wants to Iyabo wants to look for a war. So that's going to play out in um episode 10, because this we're reviewing now is episode 9. So that brings us to the end. Sorry, I'm trying to transfer water to my small bottle. So anything to keep my little one busy. Okay. So we're going to watch how this will play out in episode how this is going to play out in episode 10. So keep a date with us. I told you guys I will try to review this as fast as I can so it doesn't get to 1 hour. This is 55 minutes, 44 seconds. That's good. So we can sit down and binge watch. And if you're watching this, guys, come on, give your girl that subscribe. You guys are watching, but you're not showing the love. What's going on? You don't like the review? You don't? Comment down below and let me. All right, so that brings us to the end. Thank you so very much. Wait till next Friday when we will be reviewing episode 10. The struggle is real. Having little ones in the home, you have to run around, you have to attend to the kids. I said, thank you so much, Peppy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Every time I'm enjoying the review. Thank you so much, Peppy. Thank you, Omalicha Treasure. Thank you, Priska Njume. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you all. Thank you so much. Till next week, Friday, we're going to have episode 10 and we will be here to review it either on Friday or Saturday. The struggle is real. My little one is screaming and all of that. So sorry for the noise and the buzz in between. That's it for today. See you all when we have the next review or when we have another topic to discuss. We will sit down here and we're going to dive right in and dissect and analyze together. Thank you all. Bye. Much love. See you on Facebook Street or YouTube Street. Let's roll. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Keep pumping out those contents. Okay. Bye.